Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. If you are new, if you're returning, welcome. Thank you for being here. This is a general reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and also other strong placements. If you don't know what your placements are, there's a link in the description box where you can go and work out your natal chart or your birth chart, which is basically a snapshot of the sky at the exact time you were born. So you need your birth time, as accurate as possible, the date and the place as well. And you can work out your Sun, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Chiron, all those lovely things. And it really helped me get to know myself better. So yes, a reading for the Virgo collective. Those are strong placements in Virgo. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with every single Virgo out there. It's just impossible. The messages that need to come through will come through. I've already blessed the space. I've seen the 5 of Cups twice now while sorting the cards out, which is a card of grief, of loss, grieving what was. Perhaps this Mercury retrograde has brought up some feelings from the past that you haven't healed yet. That's what a Mercury retrograde normally does. Exes come back, past hurts, come back, maybe not physically but emotionally, and you could be reflecting on the past. That's for some of you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start the reading. I just want to quickly sage. Yeah, so this is not going to resonate with everybody. And if you're finding this is not your story, don't make it your story. Just click off. Okay, just space. Negative energy must leave the space now. Any messages of divine love and light. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides, angels. For the sign of Virgo. I better splash that out because it can go on burning forever. Okay, so I'm using the Light Years deck to start off with. We'll clarify with the Rider-Waite and the Everyday Tarot. So Spirit, please can you tell me what is going on for the Virgo collective? What is going on for the Virgo collective, Spirit? Okay. This is not a specific reading, it's not a love reading. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on for the Virgo collective at this time, wherever they may be? What is going on for the Virgo collective? Thank you, and please. What is going on for the Virgo collective? Okay, 9 of Cups, card of wish fulfillment. Well, that's a good start. That's a brilliant start. what is going on for the, so maybe working towards your wish fulfillment. Two of Wands, you're at a crossroads, trying to decide which way to go. But as you can see here, there are two wands there, and she's facing the world. She's facing the wand that is closest to the world, and she's actually holding it in her hand and looking out the window. So her back is completely turned to that other wand. So even though in the traditional tarot deck, this means a crossroads, I'm saying she because that, how the card is representing. But you have already made a decision, I think, and it's about expanding your life, choosing a path that's going to take you out of your comfort zone, lead you, to adventure. Look at that, that VW, I've always wanted a bus like that, I swear. It's my dream to go traveling the world and camping everywhere with my kids. Just, I don't know, homeschool them. And so that's the kind of vibe, you are looking at, you've realized, and I think what we've been through in the last 2 years has made everybody kind of realize. I mean, if you haven't yet, then, it's still coming. But we've realized that life is too short and too long to spend it, on this path that doesn't seem to bring us joy and wish fulfillment anymore. Okay, those are just your first two cards. Let's see what else comes out. The Two of Cups in reverse. Why do I keep dropping your cards? The Two of Cups in reverse. So this could be the end of a partnership, and it doesn't have to be romantic. Maybe because you are choosing a new direction, it's going to end a commitment of some sort. The Two of Cups upright represents love, soulmate love. It's water energy. It's soulmate union. It's partnership. It's spiritual partnership as well. It could be work partnerships or business partnerships, as long as they are mutually giving to each other, the two parties involved, and it's an energetic connection and a spiritual connection because of the rainbow there, the exchanging of energy. This is two people that are connected, that are vibrating at the same frequency and giving each other equally. And in the reverse, it would obviously mean, the reverse of what I've just said. So we'll clarify, because that kind of took me by surprise. But maybe that's what this... And the Tower is here, the card of Scorpio. So something has happened. I mean, the Tower, if you knew, I would have explained it in my other readings, but it's about not a breakthrough moment. Well, it's kind of a breakthrough moment, but it's like a life-shattering event or conversation or realization about something. And the Tower is the universe's way of bringing about our healing when we are not electing to do that out of our own free will. usually what the universe then does is, okay, let's give you a Tower moment to shift you out of your comfort zone. Yeah, exactly. This is what I was saying about choosing the lesser trodden path, you know. Choose the path that is the least traveled and the road less traveled. Healing. Okay, this is good. So 2 major arcana now. The card of Archangel Michael. It's the Temperance card. It is a card of balance, balancing the masculine and the feminine. It also is a card of healing. And I got that sense when it first came out, was, you know, healing was the first thing that came to mind. It's a very protective energy, angelic energy, another major arcana. So, the moon, everything in the subconscious. The moon is in Capricorn today, another earth sign. You could have strong placements in Capricorn, depending on what house it's in your natal chart. That will give you an indication of the area of life that the moon in Capricorn will be affecting. So, you know, I have basic knowledge of astrology, but the first house, for example, is about the self, the ego, the identity, you know, self-worth, self-confidence, purpose, individuality. So if your moon in Capricorn is in the first house, then if your moon in Capricorn, if Capricorn is in your first house, then the moon in Capricorn is going to bring out the subconscious stuff related to the first house, which represents self. So that's just an example. You know, there are 12 houses and they each represent something different. So something may have come up for you that's been in the subconscious. Like I said in the beginning, you know, this Mercury retrograde could have sparked it could have sparked, you know, some unhealed dreams or desires, or, you know, unhealed wounds that haven't yet been dealt with or touched. Also the card of Cancer. So we've got Cancer, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. So you could be dealing with either of those signs. You don't have to be. For me, the moon is also very much a Pisces card. Okay, so 9 of Cups, the Tower, and then the 7 of Swords. I'm not sure why the 7 of Swords is here. Let me clarify. I mean, the 7 of Swords is about deception, stealing into the night, self-deception as well. Basically just, you know, trying to get away with something. But it's light is being shed on this person. So he's not in the dark. I mean, this crow is sounding the alarm, and he is in the brightness of the moonlight. So there's nothing hidden in this card, which might mean that secrets have been revealed, or if it's, you know, self-deception, then... Okay, let's clarify. Please right away, Spirit, can you please clarify why the 7 of Swords is here? Okay, the card of Virgo, the Hermit. I was wondering whether he was going to come out today. Another major arcana. So you've got 4 major arcana. Major arcana represent the Fool's Journey. They are the divine cards of the tarot deck. When I say divine, I mean That is, when you know Spirit is intervening. So you have 4 major arcana here, and you have, Temperance, the Tower, the Moon, and now the Hermit. So the Hermit is about going within, illuminating the things that we previously did not want to see. This is a lot of shadow work. This is shadow work. Exactly. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, okay. With the Tower here, the Hermit, and the 7 of Swords, you've been doing a lot of shadow work. And shadow work is just basically when we look at our shadows, we all have light and dark in every aspect of our personalities. And when I say dark, I mean the shadow side, the side that we're not so proud of. And then we also have the positive side of that aspect of our personality. So pride can be good. There's a scale of pride, so there's the shadow side of it, and then there's the light side of it. And you've been looking at those shadow aspects of yourself recently, and it has caused you to feel so much freer than you have felt in a very long time. And that's what's opened up. It's like almost unplugged the sense of wanting to go off in another direction, choosing for you, being guided by your higher self, wanting adventure, camper van. The camper van, Ben is always asking me to buy a camper van, and I have been dying to, with the flowery curtains, and we just go, the 3 of us. Okay, so thank you, Spirit, for, when I say the 3 of us, I'm talking about my kids and I. But yeah, it's like, thinking those kinds of dreams. 10 years ago, even 3 years, 4 years ago, we would never possibly have considered. Yeah, exactly. As I split the deck, a spiritual awakening, Ace of Wands, a spiritual new beginning, a passionate new beginning, an adventurous new beginning. Spirit, what else for the sign of Virgo, please? Spirit, what else for the sign of Virgo? Whoa. Okay. So there's a power couple here, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King and Queen of Swords came out together. This is about communication. This is a couple. So, this is a divine match. This is your divine counterpart. And this connection is being healed. You're both being guided to explore a different path together. Maybe you are going on mission. Because, divine partnerships, that's exactly what they are for. It's to heal the earth, to fulfill our higher purpose that's aligned with Spirit, that's aligned with the Most High, with God, with the universe, with what we came here to do. That threw me off. This was feeling like very much a single card, or like, very independent energy. Your energy, Virgo, whoever's watching. And it wasn't meant to be, but maybe it's just balancing your own. Okay, yes. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation or the guidance. Balancing the masculine, the sun, and the feminine, the moon. This is what Archangel Michael is doing. It's the perfect alchemy of the masculine and the feminine. So you are probably finding, because it's the swords energy, these two are very cold, they are sure of themselves, they're not shy to cut out people, situations, things, that are not serving them. They have strict, strong boundaries. They communicate those boundaries clearly. And, together they just, that's a divine match. Also very wise. This represents the intellect. It's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The Queen of Libra, the Queen of Swords is the card of Libra. The King of Swords is the card of Aquarius. And you can see all the owls around him, like the wisdom that he's gained from going through the journey and healing. Okay. So you are balancing. Oh yes, that's what I was saying. Because it's swords energy, it could be that you're balancing your masculine and feminine energies in the work environment. Whereas you might have found it difficult, to balance, especially with it being such a, recently at least. And when I say recent, there's still a long way to go for, equality in the workplace, gender equality in the workplace. But because of this and because of our inner child wounding as well, we can take on roles in the workplace that do not align with our authentic selves. So I know, and just so you know, I'm not judging, I've been through it. As an engineer, I was one of maybe 2 females always wherever I was. I graduated with one other female who I'm now working with. So it's still, and because of that, I then took on a very masculine energy because I felt that was the way I should assert myself at work. And it actually made me physically ill at times because it drains your energy to keep that mask on the whole time and to not be your authentic self. But at the time I had no idea that was what was happening, that I was being inauthentic. I thought, I wasn't good enough. Again, inner child wounding, so I was always trying to please other people around me. And that is overcompensating for the masculine, action, and standing out. So you could be very well balancing and coming into your own now and knowing that you add value to the workplace, whatever you bring. If we were all the same, it would be so boring. Left is feminine. And then another major arcana, the Fool. And I was talking about the Fool's journey. This is the very beginning of the Fool's journey in the Major Arcana. This person is taking a leap of faith. A leap of faith. There are so many leap of faith cards here. Look at that energy. You might also be connected to amethyst. It's making the crystal that she's holding there is making me think of amethyst for some reason. Do I have one? Yeah, she's got a rough amethyst, but this is the purple amethyst. Purple is also about the third eye and the crown chakra. So maybe you are also experiencing heightened intuition, seeing with eyes through your higher self and not your physical self anymore. They say that our eyes, physically only pick up about 10% of what's going on around us. 10%. Can you imagine what the other 90 is? And that's where the third eye comes in. When you start growing spiritually, doing the shadow work that you've been doing, healing like you've been healing, then it does open your eyes to so much more. And that's exactly what the third eye awakening is. At the bottom of the deck, I just saw the Tower again. So yeah, well done, Virgo. It's not easy to dive into the shadows. Yeah, to face those woundings, to let them come up again, to heal them. Those fell out. Anything else for the sign of Virgo? Wow, yes, stepping into your power, the Nine of Pentacles, card of Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So that's you being sure of yourself, standing in your power, knowing your worth. It's just before the Ten of Pentacles, which is the ultimate fulfillment in the physical world. At the bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a fortunate turn of events. Another card of Sagittarius. Fortunate turn of events that is being guided here by Spirit because of the work that you've been doing. I mean, it doesn't just land on your lap. Card of Libra, Justice, Balance. Just like the card of Archangel Michael, the Temperance card, this is about balance, fairness. The scales are being balanced. You are feeling balanced, balancing the masculine and the feminine. And it is Libra season. So the sign of Libra might have helped to create this balance or to catalyze it in some way. Whoa. And a brand new beginning in the physical world. That's beautiful because whatever you're leaving behind, you're doing it with a calculated risk, I feel. Even though the Fool is risky energy, just taking a leap of faith, jumping over the edge, going off on an adventure without any planning whatsoever. Just taking a leap of faith, right? Even though that's what the Fool represents, I'm not getting that you Virgo, come on. Like, how does Virgo not plan for anything? No wonder I wasn't getting a reckless card with the Fool. King of Wands, so card of Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo. And this is maybe who you are disconnecting from. It could be a business partner, it's a card of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. It's also about adventure. So the King of Wands is also sure of himself, knows who he is, very magnetic. And when we do shadow work, that's the biggest glow up. It's like healing from the Five of Cups energy, which is looking back at the past. And so when I said glow up, this is the card I was thinking of. Because of the shadow work you've been doing, you're glowing. And that is King of Wands energy. New beginning in the physical world. Beautiful. Okay, then I want to just check a few cards with my everyday tarot. I've had these cards for a year already, I think. And I only used them the other day, and now I'm just in love with them. They are so cute. Okay, sorry about this, Virgo. Okay, so let's get some outcome cards for Virgo. Please, Spirit. Thank you, please, and thank you. What is coming towards Mercury retrograde? Thank you. Mercury is going direct again on the 18th of October. Six of Cups, so reminiscing about your childhood, also, going back to the past, healing past wounds. Six of Cups, so what is coming towards you? You could be reconciling with things that you used to enjoy doing, in your childhood. Oh my word. Yeah, this Tower has shown itself 3 times now. This is a major change in your life, Virgo. If this is resonating, please leave a comment. I'd love to know. This is like a major change. Maybe it hasn't even happened yet. But whenever you find this reading, whenever you click on the link, that is going to be, it's a timeless reading. So that is going to be meant for you. Well, it's timeless. The only thing that's not timeless is the astrology part of it. But Ace of Wands again. Okay, well, it didn't come out. So definitely a spiritual new beginning here. This is a spiritual awakening. Temperance again. Oh my word. The cards are repeating. The Moon again. So definitely healing these subconscious wounds has catapulted you. Wow, Virgo. There are big things coming for you. Wow. Huge, massive, soul purpose, life changing. It could be a move, you could be moving overseas. The Tower has come up that many times. When I say overseas, I'm in South Africa. For us, that means like to another country altogether. It could be a divorce. It could be leaving a job. That's very full energy. And because the Two of Cups is in reverse here, it could be divorce, but it doesn't feel like heavy energy. It feels like something that just, came about from divine timing. There was nothing, there was justice here, there was fairness. If that's what it is, if that's your story, for some of you, that's what I'm picking up. But the Tower could just be a major change in your life. And Archangel Michael is there with you, protecting you. Temperance twice. Yeah. Virgo, that is beautiful energy. Now, I want to draw you an oracle card before we close this reading. Yeah, your reading has been magical today because, there's so many major arcana. So I'm going to use the Earth Magic deck. Oh my word, you're not going to believe this. At the bottom of the Earth Magic Oracle deck, Tsunami, Wake Up Call. That is the Tower card in this deck. Oh my word. Whatever is going on, Virgo, you've got to let me know. You've got to let me know. Tower. The Tower was at the bottom of the deck in the Rider-Waite. And now Tsunami at the bottom of the Oracle deck. I'm choosing for your advice card. So one card of advice for Virgo. I almost said Scorpio because Scorpio is like exploding all over your reading. Crystals, yeah, look at that, hey? Wow, look at that. It was upside down, so I just turned it around. But those are amethyst. Do you remember what I was saying about amethyst? That's an amethyst cave. Can you see how beautiful that is? Again, purple, third eye awakening, which brings about focus as well. And an amethyst could be something you get to help you to focus. you can try gecko if you are in South Africa. I mean, you can get crystals anywhere. But South Africa, there is a beautiful place that I get my crystals from. So email me. My details are below if you want some more details on that. But that's interesting. Okay. Wow. Your guides are really talking tonight. Okay, one card of advice for Virgo, please, Spirit. I just saw the rainbow card, blessings. That's what this reading feels like. The rainbow, you know, just after a storm. Yeah, exactly. That's what the Tower brings. The storm. And there's no denying you have had a Tower moment. River, movement. Okay. So go with the flow, Virgo. Whatever this is, it's huge. It's massive change. It can be a little anxiety provoking. But trust that Spirit is with you, the Most High is with you, and just take each moment as it comes. I mean, the Fool's journey is not for sissies. You are going in a completely new direction and you have no idea where the path leads. But you're taking a leap of faith and you're choosing something that is, you know, you're following your dreams. So trust in the movement of the river. The river does not, you know, it finds a way. Movement. Yeah, some of you could be moving. Moving for sure. Maybe somewhere near water, but movement. Okay, Virgo, I hope this resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for staying to the end. Sending you lots of blessings until the next time.